one of your interviews that I see posted and talked about online still to this day, from time to time, because of how remarkable it was the one you did for Real Sports with boxer Mike Tyson. I believe it was in 2013. Can you describe that interview along with why it turned out to be so memorable for so many people?
The story was about Mike Tyson taking his one-man show to Broadway. That was the reason for the story, and we got into the fact that he owed the IRS a lot of money. Uh, at one point in his house in Las Vegas, he went to a book show and he showed me a book and he said, I'm just reading this book. It's by Nietzsche, Friedrich Nietzsche. And I said, what? I haven't read any books by Friedrich Nietzsche. He said, yeah, no, I was reading Friedrich Nietzsche, the German philosopher. Mike Tyson is a lot smarter than a lot of people think he is. Let's start with that. But the memorable moment for me, John, was when he started talking about the death of his young daughter in an accident on a treadmill. She was on a treadmill when somebody else was on the treadmill, and she got caught up in a rope, and it was a terrible thing, and she died. And he got very emotional. He didn't think it was an accident, actually. But he got very emotional. And this was one of the scariest moments in my long career in journalism. You could laugh all you want, John. You wouldn't laugh if it happened to you. He leaned in very close to me and he said, you're going to have to leave now.
I couldn't handle it at all. You have to go. Now, you understand, right? Thank you. Thank you, man. You want to take this stuff off?
So, Mike Tyson, the man who famously said, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face, leaned in and very calmly said, you're going to have to leave now. And then he turned around and walked upstairs and started crying like a baby. And he was embarrassed by that. And I said, Mike, you don't have to be embarrassed. There's nothing wrong with crying over the death of your child. And I will add this, which is gratuitous. The producer said to me after he was out of sight and upstairs behind closed door, he said, are we going to leave? And I said, no, we're not going to leave. We'll wait till he comes down and we'll talk to him some more. I liked Mike Tyson. And I thought, as I say, he was far more intelligent than people think he is because of his New York tough guy, Brooklyn accent and actions and stuff that he's actually done, biting the air and, off of Holyfield and all that. But I liked him. What are you going to do? Thought he was a good guy. I mean, let me take that back. He appeared to me as a good guy. I know he's done things. I know he went to prison. But when he leaned in and said, you're going to have to leave now, that was pretty scary.
It's interesting that you say that you were scared at that point, which is obviously the natural reaction in such a situation. But it's looking at a lot of the people replying to that video.
Let me just say, I wasn't scared in the sense that I thought he was going to, knock me out. It was just frightening that he could be so calm and get right in my face and say, you're going to have to leave now. Like that, somebody else would have said, get the hell out of my house. I've had enough of this, but I liked him.
Well, it's funny, the reaction that I've seen online over the years is people look at that and they say, man, that Goldberg guy, he has nerves of steel. He didn't flinch. He was on the inside, I'm sure you were.
I've heard that. I gave away the real truth. I said, whoa.